Davey's there in the billboard with the 6 kids all tucked into the one tracksuit. A Lacoste tracksuit, and only the best for these kids. They're all dressed up for their granny's 30th. So it is good to be back. This is the last night of the tour. Good to be back in Glasgow. Good to come back to Glasgow because you can speak. You know, when you travel with a Scottish accent, it's kind of hard. Nobody understands anything you're saying. You know, I've done a few TV shows. I'm a pretty fucking big deal. You know. I'm serious news. You know, I've done.
Like, I don't think you realise how big Kevin Bridges is. Actually, welcome back to the channel. It's Eddie G. This geezer's a big. Kevin Bridges, Billy Connolly, what's his name? Something Boyle. It's not Kevin Boyle. Something Boyle. Limmy's this geezer and Billy Connolly are absolutely loved. They're loved. And the cast of Still Game, they're absolutely loved in Scotland. Scotland loves this guy. I love him as well. He's too funny. Let's go.
A few TV shows. And you've got a Scottish accent on the telly, you need to try and enunciate and use proper English, but it's hard to find the right balance, because no matter how hard you try to enunciate and use proper English, there's still somebody from Leamington Spa. Saying, we saw you on the television, I didn't quite understand everything you were saying. Didn't quite catch it. Something a bit over my head. Your accent is really quite strong. You've got a really thick Scotch accent. Didn't quite catch everything you said. Whilst there's somebody in Scotland saying, we seen you on the telly talking like a fucking bender.
Do you know what? This is so true. When I first started going to Scotland, I was confused. Like, it took me time, but then I realised it kind of reminds me of the way I talk. Because, like, I'll be trying sometimes, like, I chat so quick. And people have to, like, not slow me down, but I have to, like, get myself to start slowing down. So the way I kind of get people to not repeat themselves a lot of time in Scotland, just listen to them slowly. Because it's pretty much the same as Ireland. Pretty much the same. And it's all about using little things like I, we, yeah, nebada, you know, little things like that. Once you understand them little things, it's easy. It's not that tough. Unless you go into maybe some part in Glasgow, might be really tough. But like as soon as you start moving outside Glasgow, you start going Stirling, your Falkirk, Dundee. I've been to Dundee. I love Dundee. I've been to Dundee a few times. It's grand. It's not that bad. But inside Glasgow, places like Cumbernauld, oh my God. I met some guys from Cumbernauld, some guys from Springburn, some guys from Miriel. I've been to a lot of places. Oh my God. I might as well be Scottish at this stage. But yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Care to explain yourself? Because when you travel down south and you tell people you're from Glasgow, they get quite excited. They go, Glasgow, yeah, it's really quite rough, isn't it? Really violent, yeah. And you kind of get proud. And you go, oh, aye, oh, aye. Yeah, a lot of tough guys. Oh, aye, a lot of tough guys. Yeah. And they visit the place and they're a bit disappointed. You know, we're trying to get away from the stereotypes. We've got a new promotional tourist campaign called Glasgow, Scotland with Style. Everybody's seen the posters. It's one of these kind of homogenised posters of people supposed to be the new face of Glasgow. People with names like Nathan. You know, every major city advertises the happy people like Nathan, and it's this guy's in the poster, Nathan, sales assistant, proud Glaswegian. I don't think a sales assistant called Nathan is a fair representation of any major city. I think major cities should play up to their stereotypes on the billboards, advertising your city, show them real people like we, mental Davey. Apprentice joiner.
You know what? It's so true because I've met so much characters in Scotland. Characters that would seem as scary from people that are not from Scotland. but they're the most nicest people because they're just so proud of where they're from. Like, I remember when I met these geezers from Cumbernauld. Yeah, Cumbernauld, when I went to watch Celtic Rangers. They didn't care. This guy was topless after Celtic game, after Celtic just won. He didn't care. I also met the geezer from Springburn. They just being themselves. They just were themselves. That's the kind of person I want to meet. I don't want to meet someone that's like pretending, trying to be English. Not say trying to be English, trying to be like someone from another place. Just be proud of who you are. That's why people always saying to me, "Oh, Eddie, we're not sure where you're from. Are you from England? Are you from Ireland? Are you from Birmingham?" That's because everywhere I go, I pick up different things and I'm proud of it. I'm Nigerian, I'm Irish, and I'm not English. I'm from Brum. Like, I grew up. I spent my 20s I'm going to be 30 this year, but I've spent my 20s, majority of my 20s in Birmingham. But I spent my teens in Ireland, and I spent my first 8-9 years in Nigeria. So there's so many things I've taken from different places, and that's what made me who I am today. So if you grew up in Springburn or you grew up in Merrill, there's nothing bad about talking like someone from there. It's okay. That's where you're from. It doesn't mean you have to show you're bad. You don't have to be bad to be from all these places. Glasgow is not. I don't know how to sell. I don't know. It's not like I'm selling Glasgow, but I've been to Glasgow. I've been to the West End. I've been to the East End, and it's pretty much the only difference. People try to be some way in the West End, but it's still the same people. Do you know what I mean? Because like sometimes you see someone from the East End, someone from the West End, you can't tell until they speak. Have you guys not all there? Maybe it's a restaurant. There might be less cheap shop in the West End, but there's loads in the East End. Little things like that. Do you guys get what I mean? Yeah, I think you do.
Father of 6. Father of 6. Davey's there in the billboard with the 6 kids all tucked into the one tracksuit. A Lacoste tracksuit, and only the best for these kids. They're all dressed up for their granny's 30th.
He's taking a piss. Nanny's 30th. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I love this geezer. I absolutely love this geezer. Kevin Bridges, legend. I'd love to see him live. Apparently, I think someone said he lives in Glasgow, somewhere in the West End. My dream is to run into someone like him. Meet Billy Connolly. Oh, I want to meet Billy Connolly. So I love Billy Connolly. Meet the cast of Still Game. Oh, my. Meet Limmy. Frankie Boyle, there you go. Frankie Boyle. Oh, there's just so many legends from Scotland that I want to meet so bad. Oh, God.
You've got the 6 kids, you've got Keanu, you've got Sigourney. Destiny, that's a new one I heard. Destiny. Imagine naming your daughter after the nightclub she was conceived in. I was on a bus up here about 6 months ago, and a guy got on. He put his money in. The bus driver said, "How much is that?" And the guy said, "It's £1.70. How?" In Glasgow, how means why. I don't know why that is. You don't say £1.70, why. You say £1.70, how. You don't ponder why, you demand how. He said £1.70, how? And the driver said, "Well, it's £1.85 for a single." And the guy said, "It was £1.70 yesterday, you fucking dick." Classic negotiation tactics. But the driver held his nerve and he said, "Well, it's £1.85 today, you fucking dick."
Actually, each time I've gone on the bus in Glasgow, the bus drivers have been too nice. They've been so nice. Like, just because there's been times where I've had no clue where to get off the bus. When I'm going to Celtic Park, I'm going to Ibrox, I'm going to anywhere in the city, in the West End, the East End. There's been so many times, like, I'll ask them just a simple question, and then they go out of their way to make sure I get to where I'm going safe. I don't think I've ever got that anywhere else in the UK. Or outside. Literally, no. Even in Birmingham, like, everyone is like angry, but in it's like they're so happy to help. Let me know, it's just me. I've got that a lot.
It was good. So on public transport, you see a battle of the wits. Look at this. And the guy just lost it.
1 second, someone's at my door. I don't know. I think I got a delivery. 1 second. Hello? 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 Okay. All right. Okay, that was weird.
He said, what?
I said hello a few times. No one showed their face. I've got this little camera thing when people ring. You have to be careful because I live in an apartment. Sometimes when someone buzz, make sure you see their face because sometimes they might come rob the building. So I didn't see the person's face, so I didn't buzz them in. So let's continue. If they ring me back, to my girlfriend probably order something. Well, we'll see.
£1.85. I don't want to buy the...
That is my door. Sorry, someone's at my door again. 1 second. Thank you. Thanks very much. Okay. It looks like I was wrong. There's a delivery. I was wrong. Sorry about all that. Hope you don't mind. I'm not gonna cut this out. I'll just leave it in the video. Sorry. So yeah, I think that's for my 38th. My 30th birthday is in 2 weeks. So my girlfriend, we've got this private place for my birthday for my close friends and family. So she's getting all this place, balloons, all that kind of design. I think that's what that's for. But yeah, thank God I collected it. Imagine I didn't collect it. I'd be in trouble. Let's continue.
The fucking boss. Fucking boss. He said £1.85. I don't want to buy the fucking boss. He's doing that sort of appealing for witnesses. And it's scary, the world. Right? I feel for parents in there. I reckon it must be one of the most challenging times in history to raise a child. Right? I look at my own dad. He's recently turned 70, right, which is impressive in the west of Scotland. Right, exactly. That's good 70. Shooting in Glasgow, 70. You need to give the card shop a bit of notice in parts of this city. If you look... You need to let them know well in advance if you're looking for a 70th birthday card. A 70th? I can do your 40th and a 30th, mate. Is that any good? You got any Americans in the room? Just one guy doing a shite accent. I don't normally come to Glasgow. The Americans, they visit Edinburgh and they come. You got any Edinburghers? Whatever they're called.
That's so true. Again, I feel like I paused there a lot of times today, but it's the fact that I relate to so much of this stuff. That's so true. The Americans I've met in Scotland, I've been in Edinburgh. In Glasgow, maybe you might see a few Australians, a lot of people from England, people from Europe tend to go to Glasgow. But I feel like a lot of people from outside Europe tend to go to Edinburgh because of the history and all that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I prefer Glasgow any day. Edinburgh is nice, but I feel more comfortable in Glasgow. When I explore Glasgow, I feel at home. Edinburgh is like I'm a tourist each time. In Glasgow, I feel like I'm part of the place. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let me know.
Big boo for Edinburghers. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but I've never really heard the term Edinburghers. Now when you hear a conversation, I don't mean this in a disparaging way. You hear a conversation in Scotland, there's a Invernessian, an Aberdonian, a Dundonian, a Glaswegian, and a cunt for Edinburgh. It's true though, you never hear Edinburghers, it's cunt for Edinburgh, that's what they're called. Good to see we've got a few cunts for Edinburgh, made it through. I love the Americans in Edinburgh. Love them. They're enthusiastic. Not up at Edinburgh Castle. The Americans thinking it's a high school. Because they hear gunshots every lunchtime.
I'll kick your cunt in. That is how progressive and liberal a city Glasgow actually is. Summed up in that sentence. What a gender neutral sentence that actually is. The equality. We are the fucking trailblazers of gender equality. Women have said that to men in this city for decades. You can watch the football, Stephen, but if you come to this restaurant drunk, I swear to God, I'm going to kick your cunt in. We are the trailblazers of trans rights, this city.
We would feed a bit of racial animosity in this city, in Glasgow, when we get our terrorist attack. Remember that? Glasgow airport, we got our own little...
I think I've seen this part before. I think I've seen this before. Let's go. I think I've heard it.
terrorist attack. Pretty proud of that. Kind of put us on the map. Islamic fundamentalists attacked New York, Madrid, London, and then Glasgow. We were fucking flattered. My dad had a tear in his eye. It's a proud day, son. That's us on the telly. Look, I've been there. I've parked there.
Oh God, I love this geezer. I keep saying it. Absolutely legend. Literally, anyone from Scotland should be so proud of this guy. Anyone from Scotland could literally be a comedian. That's what I've known. Like those people from Scotland just naturally funny. Just say what's on their mind. They don't care. Just not caring. It's big in Scotland. And the love of cones. I keep saying it. Every time I'm in Scotland, there's a cone everywhere. You got the geezer. What's his name? I forgot the guy's name. The statue in Glasgow City Centre. We got a cone on it. You got loads of places, just random cones. I said it on TikTok, on Instagram as well. Follow me on Instagram, Eddie Chi Travels. On Facebook, Eddie Chi. And on TikTok, Eddie Chi. Thank you so much. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, any more comedians, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.